Hello everyone, today I'm going to be going over the brand new 1.6 Honkai Star Rail Livestream that just released today. Before I forget, as always remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right to it. The first thing I'll go over is the brand new story update. So we have brand new main story that's going to take place at the Herta space station. And the basic plot of it is Ruan Mei has taken over a secluded area for her biological science experiment. The zone, referred to as the Seclusion Zone, is a new domain that is currently empty due to its secrecy. Ruan Mei requests the help of the Trailblazers to solve the challenges she encounters in her research. So this main story quest seems really exciting. I can't wait to play it and see what unfolds because it looks really interesting from the trailer. The next thing I want to go over is the brand new characters that are releasing in patch 1.6. The first one is Ruan Mei, a 5-star Ice Harmony character. She is a Genius Society member who was also in the simulated universe Swarm as a little robot. She looks super interesting and her kit is amazing. Let's go over it really quick. She has resistance penetration, which boosts the damage of your team. She has break efficiency, which is totally different from break effect, which is insane. And then she also has a speed buff, which is super insane. It just gets crazier and crazier. So good. I'm definitely pulling for her day one for sure. Her design is also really cool. It looks like it's based on the Lofu, which all have amazing design. The next character I'll talk about is Dr. Ratio, who is the second half banner, and he is a 5-star imaginary hunt character who is a follow-up attacker. So when an ally hits an enemy, he's going to send a follow-up attack. So he'll be really good on Topaz teams. He is a part of the Intelligentsia Guild, which is close to the Genius Society, but instead of being secluded, they collaborate. So it's cool. They're like a guild, like Fairy Tail essentially, but science-y. His ult, which basically just has a super big falling pillar and it falls on the enemy. It just looks super duper cool. Love the ult animation for sure. They did a really good job. And the last character is Shui Yi, a 4-star quantum destruction character who is on Ruan Mei's banner. Surprisingly, this is the first time that they've released a 4-star character on the first banner of the patch. Normally they do it on the second half of the banner, or the second banner. So this is really cool. She also has a follow-up attack, and she accumulates stacks of karma when she and allies deplete the enemy's toughness, which is cool. All right, next thing we'll talk about is the banners. So as I said earlier, first banner is Ruan Mei, and it's going to have Shui Yi, March 7th, and Ting Yun. And alongside the Ruan Mei banner will be the Blade banner with the same 4 stars. The second banner is going to have Dr. Ratio, and his 4 stars are going to be Chushong, Natasha, and Hook. And the Kafka banner will run alongside the Dr. Ratio banner. Light Cone banners, obviously Ruan Mei's banner will go with Ruan Mei, Blade's banner with Blade, Dr. Ratio's Light Cone with Dr. Ratio's banner. Most of you should probably know how all that works if you've played a previous patch. Events. The first event I'll talk about is the Critter Pick scavenging event in the game, where players can raise and collect cute critters with potential mutations. All these critters look super duper cute, so I'm very excited to get into this event because it looks really fun and interesting. I'm saying that a lot, but this update is really just interesting and cool. The update also includes significant changes to the simulated universe with the addition of the Golden Gears DLC, which features Ruan Mei's simulated Noose, which is one of the Aeons, and Frozen Space-Time Emperor Rupert, which was like the 27th Genius Society member or something before his demise. He's like an old robot eye. And players can acquire new dice faces, which create powerful combinations, thus unlocking new abilities and increased combat gains, which will definitely help you out in the simulated universe. There's also a new ability tree, which is very similar to the one in the base simulated universe, so that's awesome to see. And the last thing is the brand new addition of the intracognition system, which triggers story changes as players move on the board. And then lastly, players will receive an invitation from the Department of Ecology to test their abilities against illusionary enemies triggered by scent plugins with varying difficulties and possible encounters with familiar friends. So I'm very intrigued to see who those familiar friends are, but from the smell of it, this event seems really cool, and this patch has a ton of events. That was like 4 or 5 things I just said. It's going to be a jam-packed patch. Definitely gonna have a lot to do, which is amazing. 1.5, while great, has kind of felt a little like a barren, like a desert wasteland. Like there's that great scary whoa event, and then with Argenti releasing, it's kind of just him and his companion quest, and then nothing else. Kind of just save your stellar jades for Muon May. New game modes. So 1.6 is introducing new game modes. Pure Fiction, which is going to have enemies respawn after being defeated, allowing Trailblazers to earn points by dealing damage. Each phase of Pure Fiction offers different buff effects for team composition experimentation. So Pure Fiction is very similar to the Simulated Universe Infinity event, where at the end of the challenge for Infinity, you would go up against 10 stages of enemies. So this is very similar to that. So if you play the Infinity event, you'll feel right at home in Pure Fiction. Also, there's updates to the regular Forgotten Hall, where players can get new rewards, which include Stellar Jades and the 4-star character Lynx, which is awesome. There's also an expansion to the Forgotten Hall, where they're adding new stages 11 and 12 to give you more stages, of course, and some more added difficulty, which is awesome. And if you've 3-starred stages 1 through 6 in the past, you'll be able to skip all those stages 1 through 6 and immediately start at stage 7, and you'll get all the jades as if you completed them without actually having to complete them. So that's a super time saver and an amazing update. So how the Forgotten Hall and the Pure Fiction event are going to work is they'll alternate. So we'll have Forgotten Hall for 3 weeks or for a couple weeks, and then Pure Fiction is going to start, and then that will go on, and then another Forgotten Hall is going to start while the first Forgotten Hall is still going on, but it's about to end. So there's going to be a little bit of a lap over, or however you say, a layover. Like they're going to interlap essentially, which is cool. It gives you more time to complete those stages in case you need to build up your characters a little bit more just to get over that edge to 36 star. The Forgotten Hall now, guess can't say 30 star anymore. Got to say 36 star. All right, some new features in patch 1.6. Trailblazers can now adjust their lineups whenever they want for optimal experience. The update also makes it easier for Trailblazers to complete daily training tasks, allowing them to claim rewards with less effort. Additionally, there's a time-limited unlock feature for certain material stages, enabling Trailblazers to gather leveling materials even if they haven't explored the latest maps yet, which is amazing news. So say you just started the game and you rolled Argenti, but you're not in the low fu yet, and you're definitely not up to the part where you're at the Fixtral Garden. This will let you go to the Fixtral Garden and get those level up materials for Argenti. And before I forget, the Gift of Odyssey is back for another patch, which is awesome. So everybody's gonna get a free temple just by logging in. And I'm glad the Star Rail team is doing this consistently because it is just super awesome. And most importantly, the last feature I want to talk about, I'll let the man himself say it because this is just amazing. Dr. Ratio, you have the floor.
Pardon the interruption. You are now speaking with Veritas Ratio. Huh? It has come to my attention that your broadcast today touched on certain warp arrangements in connection with myself. If I may be so bold, the current arrangements are pitiful.
Dr. Ratio!
The dissemination and sharing of knowledge, as well as truth, is imperative. I, in my esteemed capacity, demand that every Trailblazer be given access to a proper education. When version 1.6's Pantaray Event Warp becomes available, every Trailblazer who has unlocked the mail feature shall receive, via mail, one limited 5-star character Dr. Ratio. That is to say, me. Through sheer tyranny of will, I shall become ubiquitous. With this, I bid you farewell.
So, as Dr. Ratio said, we will be receiving a free copy of Dr. Ratio in 1.6 when his banner releases, which is incredible. This is unheard of. I think my jaw dropped and I'm still in disbelief, and it's been well over like 12 hours. I think it's been like 15 hours since I saw the live stream. I still can't believe it. This is amazing. I thought I had to go back and rewatch the live stream because I thought I misheard Dr. Ratio the first time. The fact that we're getting a free copy of him is insane. And before I end the video, I'm going to talk about the new potential Penacony characters that we saw at the end of the live stream. So the first character is Sunday, who seems like he'll be a big player in the event of Penacony, because he's the main organizer of this whole festival that we will be attending. So he looks super cool. He's got this little halo thing in the back. I don't know if that's what it's called, but he's got this cool floaty thing in the back, which is super cool. Love his hairstyle. Next character is Acheron, who we saw at the end of the Game Awards trailer, which was insane. I was not expecting that at the end of that trailer. And it looks like she'll be a invited guest to the Reverie Hotel, which seems to be like a big key place of interest in Penacony. So we'll definitely see a lot of her. Whether she's friend or foe, I don't know, but she's a galaxy hunter, and that's cool. The next character is Adventurine. I think I said that right, but that's like a gemstone. He's from the IPC. He's a part of like the 10 gemstones, which is like Topaz is a part of. So he's like from the same faction as Topaz and from like the same group or team or whatever you call it. He looks really cool. He was mentioned at the end of the 1.4 story quest, I think, or event quest, where he was on the phone or the little earpiece with Topaz. So I'm glad that we get to see him in Penacony, because from when he spoke to Topaz, it just boosted my interest in Penacony even more, and I'm super excited to see him. Black Swan, the next character I'll be talking about. She was the first character that was drip marketed for patch 2.0. She is a ability character following the Wind Path, 5-star. Super cool, love her design. She's like a memo keeper, so she keeps like records of stuff and like the remembrance. So that's really cool. I'm excited to see her and how she'll play into the story, because I have no idea. Duke Inferno, who I believe has a relic set based on him from this patch 1.5, the follow-up attack. I believe that is based on him, Duke Inferno. He looks really creepy, but in a cool way. And that makes me kind of feel like he won't be playable, because he's got like that weird head thing. I don't know if it's like switchable, like he can have a human face. I think it would be cool if they make him playable with that face. I would like that. I think that would be cool. Zenless Zone Zero has a freaking bear as a playable character and a bear face. So I think Honkai Star Rail can have a flaming skull, Ghost Rider, goat looking guy. Whatever. Duke Inferno's cool. Firefly looks like a Penacony resident. I don't know what she will do in the story, but she looks cool. So I'm excited. The next character is Gallagher, who looks like a big burly guy. Maybe he'll be like a bodyguard or something. I don't know. Misha, the 4-star Ice Destruction character, who just got drip marketed as well for patch 2.0. He is a bellboy at the Hotel Reverie, so we'll probably be seeing him a lot in this story, which is awesome. The next character is Robin, who is Sunday's sister, and she seems to be like a big intergalactic superstar, space superstar, like probably like the Taylor Swift of Honkai Star Rail. So I love her design. It looks really cool. I want to pull for her because she looks cool. Now we have the latest member of the Stellaron Hunters, at least release-wise, probably, I don't know, like lore-wise. But we have Sam, who is like this big robot guy or person, big robot, and it looks like it's even updated from the Kafka trailer, the animated trailer that we got right before Kafka released in patch 1.3. And the final character I'll talk about is Sparkle, who is the second drip marketed character for patch 2.0, and she'll be the second banner of patch 2.0. She is a quantum harmony character, which has big potential to just be super crazy and super OP. Super excited to see how she'll play into the story, as she's a member of the Masked Fool, so she might have a similar deal as like Sampo did, where they come in and they cause a little bit of mischief or chaos into the story. Before I forget, I want to go over the post-credit scene where we get a better look at Petacone and its design and how the world looks like. So let's take a look. So it's very city-like, very bright and vibrant, kind of like New York City in a way. Very festivally. Got a kid dancing on a stall, cool. Got people walking around, looks very awesome. I can't wait for this world. Patch 2.0 cannot come any sooner. That's gonna do it for today's overview. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if I should do more of these kind of videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching. As always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. The support has been crazy. Hit that sub button. I'm trying to hit 5,000 subs, and I would greatly appreciate it if you did. Have a great day, night, or afternoon, or evening. Peace.